So you're interested in purchasing the all-new 2025 Buick Enclave, but might want to know the exact differences between two trim levels. Well, in this video, we're going to compare the Preferred and the Sport Touring to that of the most fully loaded Avenir, see what the exact differences are in terms of the features, options, packaging, and pricing, as well as cover some of the color combinations and availability as well. Now, as usual, I want to put this disclaimer out there in that I created this list of similarities and differences using the GM Fleet Order Guide to the best of my ability. If you believe anything is incorrect or just need additional clarification, go ahead and leave that information down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer them. And of course, I highly encourage you to go on Buick's website once the build-in price tool becomes available to see the exact trim levels and see what some of the key differences are. So as usual, I want to start with the standard equipment that you're going to get on every single 2025 Buick Enclave, then move into the standard equipment that you're gaining going up to that Avenir trim level, cover the optional equipment on all three trim levels, as well as wrap up this video some of the pricing as well as color combination availability. Now, the reason I'm in this video, I'm comparing the Preferred and the Sport Touring to that of the Avenir is because the core features and options of the Preferred and Sport Touring are going to be identical outside of some minor cosmetic appearance styling differences that differentiate those two trim levels versus that of the Avenir. So if you're looking for a little bit more of a sporty aesthetic, don't necessarily like the base Preferred trim level, well, that's going to be where the Sport Touring comes into play. But just know a lot of the main features and options are going to be identical between those two trim levels versus that of the Avenir. So that's the reason I'm doing that here in this video. But anyways, getting into the standard equipment across every single Buick Enclave for this next generation, you're going to get the 30-inch ultra-wide screen with Google integration, which incorporates your digital cluster as well as the infotainment system. Now, of course, this is going to be compatible with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You're going to get the Bose Premium 12-speaker audio system, active noise cancellation, passenger sensing system, tri-zone automatic climate control, blind zone steering assist, keyless proximity open and start, RGB static ambient interior lighting, auto dimming interior rearview mirror, Wi-Fi hotspot, rear park assist, remote start, power driver seat with 8-way adjustment and 4-way power lumbar. And you're going to get a power 6-way passenger seat also with 4-way power lumbar. So great to see there. Heated front seats, heated steering wheel, power folding, heated side mirrors with the driver's side dimming. So you have a driver's side as well as interior rearview mirror that are going to be dimming. LED headlights with high beam assist, LED tail lamps, hands-free power liftgate, 20-inch alloy wheels, and USB-C charging for all three rows. So very great to see that you're going to have a long list of standard equipment, and I'm actually not done quite yet. Now, in addition to this, you're going to get a technology package as standard on both the Preferred, Sport Touring, and of course the Avenir. Now, this is going to include things like the advanced adaptive cruise control with enhanced automatic emergency braking. I believe it incorporates the radar sensor at the front of the vehicle in addition to the camera sensors, HD surround vision camera system, intersection automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist with lane departure warning, rear pedestrian alert, side bicyclist alert, traffic sign recognition, outside heated power adjustable mirrors, as well as the AutoSense hands-free power liftgate. Those last two I did already mention. So pretty great to see that that is going to be a long list of standard equipment, very similar to that of the GMC Acadia. In fact, if not, includes just a little bit more equipment, likely because it starts at a slightly higher price point. Next, moving into the Avenir standard equipment that you're getting over those lower two trim levels, such as the Preferred and ST. So with the Avenir, you're going to get the power package as standard equipment that is going to be optional on those lower two trim levels. Now, the power package includes heads-up display, memory driver seat, universal home remote, 110-volt power outlet, one-touch flat folding second row seats with a power up-down third row seat, as well as a heated wiper park. So you're going to get those nicer power adjustments in the cargo area of the vehicle to control the third row as well as the second row, which is fantastic. Once again, optional on the Preferred as well as the ST. Now, also standard on the Avenir is going to be the panoramic power sunroof. You can option that on the Preferred as well as the ST. However, there is going to be some limitations, I believe, on the Preferred that you have to get an all-wheel drive Enclave to enable the option for the panoramic power sunroof. Now, continuing on with the standard equipment on the Avenir, you're going to get the Bose Premium 16-speaker audio system, RGB static as well as dynamic interior lighting, so a little bit more advanced and feature-packed interior ambient lighting, heated second row seats, ventilated first row seats, massaging first row seats with the 4-way lumbar adjustments, animated LED exterior lighting, front park and quartering headlights, power tilt telescopic steering column, rain sense wipers, 22-inch alloy wheels, as well as the continuously variable damping suspension control, which I believe might be somewhat to do with their MagRide system from General Motors. So that last group of features and options are not going to be available at all on the Preferred and ST. I will have that denoted up on the screen, but that power package as well as the panoramic sunroof are going to be two optional things that you can get on those lower trims. Now next, moving on to the optional equipment on the Avenir as well as that of the Preferred and ST. Now that's gonna start out with the Super Cruise availability. Now surprisingly, Super Cruise is not standard on the Avenir like it is on the Traverse RS. It is also optional on the GMC Acadia. So make sure you guys stay tuned here on the channel. I will have more comparisons videos between all three of these GM SUVs if you're curious. But Super Cruise is going to be optional on all three trim levels of the Buick Enclave. That includes the enhanced automatic parking assist, driver attention assist, as well as the digital rear view mirror on Avenir only. So if you're optioning the Super Cruise package, you only get the digital camera mirror on the Avenir, not on those lower two trim levels. Also optional on all three vehicles is the trailering package as well as the all-wheel drive system. So those are going to be the three optional equipment things on all three versions, with some small exclusive features for the Avenir. Now next up, moving into the exterior color combination availability. This is very interesting how Buick decided to do this year, because most of the colors do have an additional charge on them, but the additional charge that you are paying for that exterior color actually varies depending on the trim level that you do get. So for example, the exterior colors available across the entire Buick Enclave lineup is going to be White Frost Tricoat, Summit White, Ebony Twilight Metallic, Cherry Red Tint Coat, Moonstone Gray Metallic, Smoky Amethyst Metallic, as well as Ocean Blue Metallic. And underneath each color, you can see I listed the exterior color charge that you're going to be paying to get that depending on the trim. So for example, White Frost Tricoat is a $1095 on Preferred and ST, but only $600 on that of the Avenir. And as you can see running down the list, there you can see there's varying costs and price point, again, depending on the trim level that you do choose. And I will go ahead and list the limitations for the colors. Like for example, Summit White is not available on the Avenir. You can only get that on the lesser two trims. And then there's gonna be limitations for the Smoky Amethyst and I believe the Ocean Blue Metallic as well. Again, depending on which trim that you do get. So that's gonna be a look at the exterior color availability. Now finally wrapping up with the information that you guys are probably most interested about, and that is the pricing. So diving right in, the Preferred front wheel drive, which is the entry level price point to the Buick Enclave lineup, is gonna start at $46,395 including destination. All-wheel drive is gonna cost you $2,000 no matter the trim level. Moving on to the Enclave ST, the sport touring front wheel drive is going to start at $48,795 including destination. And finally, the Avenir is going to start at $59,395 for a front wheel drive variant. And an all wheel drive variant is going to run you $61,395, not including any additional paint colors or optional equipment, of course, that you can get on all three trim levels. Now taking a look at the pricing of some of those optional packages and stuff like that, the power package on the Preferred and the ST is going to run $1,740. Super Cruise on the Preferred and ST is going to run $3,255, where on the top Avenir you do get that digital rear camera mirror, which adds a little bit of additional price at $3,730. And then finally, the panoramic sunroof on the Preferred and ST is going to be $1,500, while the trailering package is going to be $650 across the board. So as you can see, looking at a fully loaded all-wheel drive Avenir Pearl White, for example, this is going to come in at roughly $66,375, including destination, which, as you know, if you've seen some of my other videos, is really right around the exact same price point as a fully loaded GMC Acadia Denali with the reserve package in an extra cost color, of course, in all-wheel drive. So if you're looking at an Enclave versus that of a fully loaded Acadia, they're really going to be very, very similar in terms of overall final price points. And, you know, make sure to stay tuned here on the channel if you guys want to know exactly what is going to be different between a fully loaded Enclave, a fully loaded Acadia, and that of a fully loaded Traverse RS. Very exciting stuff coming here in the very near future, and it is very interesting to look at the three different versions of the very similar GM SUV and see what you're getting in that top price point for each vehicle. But overall, I think that's pretty much going to do it here for this video and all of the feature and optional differences on the upcoming 2025 Buick Enclave. Now, of course, this information is pretty new. The Buick Enclave should be available at your local dealership sometime in the late summer into early fall, likely sometime in Q3 of this year. I don't think GM has an exact timeline on availability, but as we know, the Traverse and the Acadia, which came out for the 2024 model year, is already in production, has been on dealership lots for several months now, where the Enclave is going to be a 2025 model year vehicle and likely start production, like I said, late summer, early fall, and be at local dealerships very quickly after that. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below of the upcoming 2025 Buick Enclave. Do you like the styling? Do you like the feature set that they did across the board for the Preferred ST and Avenir? Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the Preferred and ST are going to be pretty much identical in their core features and options, but looking at the pricing information, there's going to be about a $2,000 price difference if you get a ST over that of a Preferred, and really overall you're not gaining that much in terms of available features and options. So, you know, it's something to consider for sure if you want to pay that additional charge just to get, you know, some cosmetic or appearance differences while maintaining all of the same features and options. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As always, I appreciate the support here on the channel. If you guys enjoyed this video and or found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button below. It greatly helps out the videos. Subscribe if you haven't already, and consider becoming a channel member if you want access to these videos a little bit earlier than the rest of the content here on the channel. And as always, it's just another great way to support me creating these videos for you guys. But anyways, I appreciate the support as always, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.